show me some love. Okay. What y'all got going on? Listen, my name is Olivia Love. If you do not know that by now, now you know it, okay? Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that y'all hit the notification bell as well so you know when I'm doing my little live streams and whatnot. But yeah, all the information on how to contact me for a personal message as well. Sorry, y'all. Just had to make a little adjustments, okay? All the information on how to contact me as well is going to be in the description box below of this video. Make sure y'all hit me up, okay, for a personal phone call or live one-on-one video call with me. I told y'all I am completely open and available over like the next week or so from 9 a.m. all the way to midnight. So let me know, okay? Like, hit me up, okay? Anyway, so this is just going to be an intuitive message for whoever may need this. I kind of do these all the time or whatever. I pulled out some oracle messages, financial, romance, my spirit animal messages. I know I love my spirit animals, okay? As well as the moonology messages. I haven't looked at them before. Like, I didn't prepare a message. More so I just jotted down what I wanted to talk about. Like, make sure I talk about career, challenges, romance, or whatever. Like, I didn't really necessarily like prepare a message like I normally do. But y'all know I always got my handy dandy notebook right beside me. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so yeah, so I'm just gonna get into the oracle message that I got. And you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go from there. So listen, immediately the biggest vibe I got, the color purple might end up being significant for some of you guys. Okay. Google, anytime I tell y'all a color, number, or whatever, it's more so for y'all to like do your own research. Like Google, look it up, look up the more spiritual meaning behind that. Okay, do that, all right? So like I said, the color purple might be significant for some of y'all. As well as like movement, either moving to new spaces. And even if it's not necessarily moving to new spaces, then it's like, even if you're not a Libra, you need to go watch the Libra reading, or the Libra message that I just did. I don't like calling my messages readings. I mean, if you want to call them that, sure, but they're intuitive messages. But anyways, but the Libra message that I just did, y'all might want to go watch that. I was just thinking about like how important your environments are, and so I feel like that for a lot of you, like that yeah, if it's not necessarily moving to new places, then you're changing around like your new environment. I remember when, I don't know if it's like still a thing now, but like, you know, preteen, teenager, whatever, it was like rearranging your room was like the thing to do. Okay. Okay. Like, I don't like, it was such like a big deal. Like, am I the only one? Like, I'm, just this 90s kid. I don't know. Like, rearranging your room was like such a big deal. Like, moving your bed, moving different stuff around, moving your dresser, like putting up different posters and like, you know what I'm saying? Like having different, like it was such, you know what I'm saying? Of course, having different bed sheets, whatever. It was like moving around your room was like such a freaking thing. But anyways, but kind of that vibe though, like kind of that vibe around rear. And for some of y'all, this might even be where, you know what, because I haven't put a title to this message. If you're watching this live, okay, if you're watching this live, all right, because if you're not watching me live right now, I really don't know what you're doing with your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. But anyways, but if you're watching this live, I actually have not come up with a title for this message. Like I said, this is like off the top of the dome with these oracle messages, but I feel like that the main energy may be here is around rearranging your life, rearranging your priorities for a lot of you. And somebody just said remix, the remix room. But yeah, like remixing your life. You know what? Even thinking of that, when back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, remixes to songs ain't really how it used to be, but anytime there was a remix, it was always a feature or whatever. Now that's still significant in today's music, but they just, you know what I'm saying, back in the day it was like you might have changed up the beat, you know what I'm saying, you added a new verse. Now remixes nowadays is just the regular song and like somebody add a verse on, like, you know what I'm saying, that like the feature just adds their verse, but all the rest of the songs the same. Like, that is not a remix, okay? But anyways, but that's the thing, like even with that, okay, like a proper remix, a proper rearrangement. So yeah, so it's like, yeah, you're needing to rearrange some things around in your life. Some of you guys, it could end up being significant whenever this may resonate for you after this upcoming week, month, or whatever. Where be I feel like that it may be important for you to be flexible, because um there may end up being rearrangements happening, where you're gonna have to rearrange your schedule. So some of you guys, it's like, make sure that your schedule is somewhat open, just in case there needs to be any type of adjustments. And again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. I feel like that anytime, like, intuitive messages talk about, like, oh, watch out for this, watch out for that, it's like immediately, thunk. Did I use the word in the right way? It's immediately thinking, I don't know, anyways, we immediately think, okay, that it's a bad thing, or like that it's, or that it's something negative. But no, like, I feel like, maybe you get an important phone call, and you got to be, what I'm saying, on the next flight out, maybe, again, that it may be something positive, where it's like, don't miss this opportunity. So it may be something really positive. For some of y'all, maybe something that you've been waiting on, where it may end up rearranging your life, rearranging your schedule. And again, it may be in a more positive way, where you were making plans to do X, Y, and Z, but then boom, you get a phone call, you get an email, some type of correspondence, and it's just like, no, go. And for some of y'all too, it might be the vibe of like going back to a certain passion, going back to your plan A. That's the thing. You had a plan B, and I feel like that you were humbly going towards plan B, but God was like, what you doing? Okay, listen, delayed, not denied. Just because your plan A may have been a bit delayed doesn't mean that it was completely denied to you. I'm glad that you had the skills, and you had the, the know about, the whereabouts to go towards plan B. I'm glad that worked out for you, but baby, it's time to get back to plan A. Okay, it's time to get back to certain promises over your life. It's time to get back to again, something that you were passionate about, something that you were excited about. And it's not to say that you weren't excited about plan B, but it's plan B. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna accept this just in case. And it's like, you didn't want to be in a just in case type of environment. So anyways, I just feel the vibe. And again, it may also too, I always say, and again, it's like, you haven't even said that, but anyways. But anyways, it may also be a vibe where maybe you were, maybe plan B, okay, leads you back to plan A. And like, we've talked about that so much, where it's just like, yeah, maybe sometimes you got to take a detour. Again, literally the delayed part of it, where it's like, yeah, instead of just sitting there and watching paint dry, instead of just sitting there and being miserable, or being even ungrateful for life, it's like, no, like, pick yourself up, encourage yourself, and it's like, keep going. Like, there's something, like, there was something in plan B you needed to do. There was something in plan B, there was someone in plan B you needed to meet. There was something along that way that needed to happen, that needed to transpire, in order for you possibly to appreciate that first plan, in order for you to appreciate plan A, in order for you to appreciate the eliteness of whatever this is that you have truly wanted. Okay, listen, air signs might be significant here: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, air and earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. You got the financial message of God is your source. It says everything you need is supplied by God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation, but there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So yeah, listen, I mean, you're gonna be good, you're gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? And even this card is like yellow. Like, I'm thinking of traffic lights or whatever. Some of you guys, there may be a car involved. So like, you may be getting a new car, or maybe you need to maintenance your car. Or even like fixing up the inside of your car, maybe putting in some seat covers, or putting in some little lights or something like that. Just really, again, being very mindful of your environment. But I was thinking about, like a stoplight, red, yellow, green. The card is mostly yellow. So speaking of finances, where it's not even the point of stopping, because yellow doesn't mean stop, but it definitely means slow down. For some of you guys, again, maybe there will be coming a time, or you have been through a time where finances slow down, or certain things may slow down. But again, it's like that doesn't mean that you should start panicking or start to worry. Just like literally when somebody gets up to a yellow light, most of the time, okay, most folk, they gonna speed through that bit. You know what I'm saying? They start to panic, like, oh my gosh, it's about to turn red. It's about to turn red. Let me go zoom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, slow your hell down. Okay, slow the hell down. All right, because it's finna turn red and you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not go through fast enough and then you end up running the red light anyways. Okay. But that's the vibe. Like something may be slowing down, and even the point of where you don't understand, it's like, why? Like, why is this happening? But again, you got to understand God got you. Okay. That's what this message is about. It says God is your source. Like God got you. Like don't worry. You know what I'm saying? And again, just continuing to have that faith. Again, it talks about opening doorways to really receive. Like I said, what did I say at the beginning? Okay, what did I say at the beginning? I said that you just like, look, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and slow down or whatever. I'm gonna be humble about this. I'm gonna have faith around this. I'm not gonna trip. And again, having faith, being humble about something is like, look, I'm gonna accept this ill. I'm gonna accept things for what it is. I'm gonna accept, what I can't change, and I'm gonna just go ahead and move on to something else. But like I said, this talks about your faith, you having faith, you being patient. Again, and not trying to figure everything out and just accepting, because again, sometimes when you sit there and try to figure out why so much, it's like you just send yourself, again, you watching paint dry, you send yourself into overdrive, you start to overthink, you may start to be resentful, you start to get angry, and it's just like, bruh, like instead of you just sitting there trying to figure out all these whys, which we ain't finna know everything or every reason why God does everything anyway, okay, because he's mysterious, and won't really be knowing, he a little mysterious, you know what I'm saying? Again, instead of you doing that out of spitefulness or anger, when life kind of threw you some curveballs, it's just a big vibe around. It's just a big vibe around where, again, you're going to end up opening doorways, or like I was saying, where you might need to make sure that your schedule is open. Your schedule is open up just in case there might be some good curveballs that might come towards you. So again, your faith, you staying humble, you just staying, you taking plan B and just being quiet about it, but keeping faith that something was going to come through. Something ends up coming through, and it may be even better than what you imagined, maybe even better than what your vision was for plan A the whole daggone time. Like what you're about to receive is going to be even bigger. Okay, so again, it says your faith opens the doorway for you to receive. So again, I feel like that for some of you, even though literally money may be a little bit low, again, either over the next week, over the next month, or whatever, or maybe you have already experienced this. If you've already experienced some type of like low moment, you need to kind of look back and be like, yo, like, yes, I always had somewhere to lay my head. I could always take a shower somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I always could at least get my bills paid. I might not have been able to go to a 5-star restaurant, but I still was able to eat dinner. You know what I'm saying? Even the nights that I didn't eat dinner, lo and behold, you know what I'm saying, next day you go to work and it was free lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, let me tell you something, because trust me, honey. Okay, trust me. I done been there, been in it, been with it. Trust me. When it's like, baby, you ain't got no money for yourself, you don't know where food coming from or whatever, thank the Lord somebody doing a little potluck at lunch or so, at work or something like that, or somebody like, hey, I brought in some donuts, and it's like, thank God, because I have not ate. Okay, trust me. Okay, if you ain't been there, then you don't even need to be in this conversation. You really don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, like when you have really been there, but at the same time, you gotta kind of look back and be like, even in those small moments, those little things, whatever, it's like, yo, God has really been looking out every single time. You know what I'm saying? So again, this really will be about just looking back and just being really appreciative. And again, because of your appreciation, because of your gratefulness, again, it's just like, I feel like things are definitely about to be falling into place. Okay, this is also giving me a big vibe as well of like an advancement or something like that, or like all expenses paid, where maybe this is something involving career or something like that, or some opportunity, or even just dealing with a person or whatever, where it's like, maybe you're not getting money, you know what I'm saying, maybe somebody ain't giving you finances or something, but it's like everything is paid for you, like you ain't got to necessarily worry about anything because everything is paid for. Again, this could, like I said, deal with career or something where maybe you haven't gotten your first paycheck yet, or maybe, maybe the money, the literal, deposit hasn't, flown in yet, but you being flued out, you know what I'm saying, you're going places, or again, they're paying expenses for certain things for you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, sweetheart. And I'm not doing questions on this live stream. I don't know if you know, I don't know if it's your first time being here, but I'm not doing questions right now. Okay. So anyways, like I was saying, a big vibe, moving on from that, a big vibe around something that may be a challenge which you might end up overcoming. You got the message of your commitment. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, your commitment is being tested. Now, I used to look at that message, and of course, you can immediately think, to a commitment to a person or whatever. But honestly, for a lot of you too, it could be the commitment to yourself. Okay, so again, I mean, it's basically, I'm not about to repeat everything I just said, but that's kind of it in a nutshell as well. Where it's just like something in life may be challenging for you, like something is going on, and it's like a really big challenge for you. You don't know what to do, and again, it's you may be feeling as if you're not fully committing to yourself, or really committing to either a dream, a goal, or something that you had, because you had to take plan B, because you had to take a step back and do something different than what your plan A was. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you, if you keep your faith, if you just stay, if you keep your faith, I mean, okay, again, and understand that moment, that time will come. But sometimes you got to take a daggone detour. That don't mean you ain't finna get back to where you were meant to be. Sometimes you gotta take a detour. Okay? That's it. That's all I'm saying. So again, a challenge slash something that will be overcome is your commitment. And again, you may feel like giving up. Okay, some of y'all, you might feel like giving up on something. You might feel like, again, giving up on a dream, giving up on a relationship, giving up on yourself. Come on now. Okay, I'm just saying. You might feel like giving up on yourself. Like, what is the point of this? What is the point of living or whatever? Baby, when I tell you, I done got there, gonna been there. But again, you gotta understand that it's some type of test. Okay? Ain't nothing nowhere, not even for the folk who want to yell and scream, not even the daggone Bible say that daggone life about to be peaches and cream every day. Not at all. Okay? It never promises that at all. Like, at all. And it's like people don't even understand that. No, it talks about struggle. It talks about tests and trials. That's basically the whole thing. It's about tests and trials, having faith. Tests and trials, having faith. Like, that's all you can do. And again, it's about literally the free will that we have in this life, where God gave us free will. Like, look, you can believe in whatever daggone religion you want to, but I'm here if you need me. Like, that's basically the vibe. Like, I'm here if you need me, but you can go and believe whatever you want. Okay. And so again, I feel like that understanding is definitely going to be the test right now, where it's like, yeah, I really want to have faith, like I want to be positive, but at the same time, like, things are really testing me. Okay. So yeah, first of all, I need y'all to like this video. Okay, I don't know what y'all got going on. Okay, I know y'all into the message or whatever. I appreciate y'all, for chilling with me and listening. But it's like 40 of y'all. It's like 40 of y'all watching me, and then like 19 likes. I don't be getting that. I don't get it. Okay, I don't really get that. But anyways, listen. So anyways, I feel like that, something again that will be a challenge but will end up being overcome, again, is just your commitments to, again, your dreams, your goals, your passions, either a relationship, whatever it might be. Yes, it may have been tested. Yes, it may have been trials, but again, I feel like that will definitely be an overcoming situation. The spirit animal that you got is the beaver. Okay. Because I know beavers be making the dams or whatever, creating little homes and stuff. So it says investing in home comforts provides security and family togetherness. Again, I feel like that a big vibe for a lot of you too is like a lot of repairment. I'm looking at all the way over there. I'm looking at some band-aids, but like the big band-aids or whatever. there's definitely a big vibe around, like, yeah, things being repaired. Um and and it's not necessarily the point of, like, quote unquote, ripping off the band-aid. For some of you guys, ripping off the band-aid, speaking of the elephant in the room or whatever, yes, that may end up coming into fruition for a lot of you, where something may be addressed. But I feel like that's not really the vibe here. I feel like the band-aid is necessary. It's like, stop trying to, self-heal, self-care or whatever. It's like, listen, we already talked about this before, okay? Where there's a vibe where it's like, don't allow the thing that was supposed to help you, yeah, don't allow the thing that was supposed to help you become a crutch. Okay, so again, this is like a big, spiritual collective thing, like, as a whole, where, yes, like, we all went through. And listen, I'm not no astrologer, okay? I don't understand the goddamn moons and stars, stuff like that. I don't know. I just be, you know what I'm saying? I'm just intuitive. I just be up here talking to y'all, okay? But there has been, like, this overwhelming energy over, like, the last few years or whatever, of, like, everybody's into self-care and self-love. But I'm telling y'all that all of that energy, yes, it did come in to help heal, and to help, heal certain wounds or whatever, and get over certain things, and be able to bring out certain confidences within all of us individually. But again, you have to be wise enough and understand, and conscious. Okay, all this conscious talk, you need to be conscious of when it's time to get out of that, because you staying in that only self-love, only self-care for too long, you're literally just being selfish. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't got billions of people in this world for us just to only be about self-care and self-love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand where it's necessary. You have to understand how to use that tool. Okay. So again, anyways, I don't know where I got with that, but anyways, but listen, a big vibe for you, like I said, with your spirit animal being the beaver, there may be something around either people coming into your home, you going to somebody else's home. Again, this talks about home comforts. So either putting something in your home to make you more comfortable, buying new things, decorating your home or something like that, might end up being very important. Again, just understanding the importance of your environment. Okay, I don't know where I was going with the self-love thing. Oh yeah. Like I said, there may be situations where, again, you trying to figure everything out by yourself, or you trying to carry a burden by yourself. Excuse me. And like I was saying, just, you yourself just trying to cure something or to heal something. It's like, you got to understand that you need a partnership for that. Like, if you are trying to resolve an issue between you and another person, how can you do that by yourself? Like, you have to have a conversation with this person. Like, this other person needs to be involved. So again, I feel like with personal relationship, your sister, mama, daddy, cousin, brother, uncle, best friend, co-worker, a romantic partner, whoever, I just feel like that a lot of relationships may end up going through a moment of restoration, like really being restored, really being able to heal. Out of it, it's gonna be a moment to be able to finally truly heal. Okay, so again, putting the band-aid on that's necessary, and not just like, oh, let me just rub some aloe vera on it, but you still leaving a big open wound. Well, let me just do this, let me just throw some alcohol on it or whatever, sitting there burning yourself. Like, well, it'll close up, it'll self-heal. And it's like, no, stop, no, like, put some ointment on it, get a band-aid, cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it heal. You know that shit? Like, what? So anyways, but no, that's the vibe. Like I said, it's not about ripping the band-aid off. It's not about not addressing the elephant in the room. No, it's I feel like this is a big vibe around doing things properly this time, properly allowing something to heal. Okay. So yeah, like I said, this might be like an invitation to go somewhere, to go over somebody's house or whatever. Like, let's actually sit, like adults, and talk, or whatever it might be, whatever y'all got going on. Okay, whatever you got going on. Anyways, a big vibe around romance as well. Another energy that I was getting just in general as well from looking at this, is that, like, you're focused on the wrong things. Okay, you got the message number 24. Okay, so 222444 might be significant, as well as like cutting something in half, because I mean 4 divided by 2, okay, 2, I mean, or 2 is half of 4. Okay, anyways, but you got the message of focus on love. It says, look for the good attributes in each and every person. And And I was getting the vibe around like you're focused on the wrong things, or you're, again, I mean, kind of just like I was saying about the self thing. It's like you're carrying way too many burdens, and it's like it's unnecessary. Like you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to try to do everything yourself. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. This freaking chair, this thing, like, it has me sinking into the damn pits of hell. Okay, I really like. I'm a person. Okay, I do not like I mean, other people think it's comfortable, but very cushiony and like soft and like sinking in like couches and shit. I cannot stand that. Like, and I feel like I was just getting like lower and lower and lower. Oh my gosh, I cannot. That is like my biggest pet peeve. Like, I gotta put like a brick or something up underneath this daggone chair, because it's like, okay. Anyways, listen. Um. Okay. Child. Like, can I sit up? Anyways, you focusing on the wrong one thing, okay? Or you're putting way too much stress on yourself, or you're putting, like, there's way too many burdens. Yeah, there's way too many burdens on yourself. Like, you're carrying way too many burdens, and it's super unnecessary. So that was just like a general, I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but that's like one of the general vibes that I'm getting. Like, you really need to start to focus again on the loving energy that's around you. You know, you really need to start focusing again and seeing that even though you may feel like you don't have a lot, it's like you still got enough. You know, you still are surviving, period, point blank. All right. Now, specifically, anyways, I just wanted to mention that you might be focusing on the wrong things, and take that how it resonates for you. You know better than I do, okay? But as well, when it comes to romance, it's still a big vibe around letting bygones be bygones. Focus on love. You know, it doesn't necessarily say this, but there's another message where it says, shift your focus from the problem back to love, which really that should be on this card, okay? But it's not. But anyways, shift your focus from the problem back to love. Like, shift your focus back to love. Focus on love. So yeah, so again, you know, possibly some reconciliations, possibly, you know, some coming togethers or whatever, and just allowing things. It's like, you know, let's just move on from this. So there's just a big vibe around really moving on, and really, I feel like really nourishing and cherishing the loving energy, because, and crazy enough, the message that says what I just said, okay, shift your focus or whatever. The message of that one is the only thing that is real is love. So again, it's like you're just focusing on the wrong things, like, you know, and it's like you're focusing on things that are artificial. You're focusing on things that really should be temporary. You know, an argument is temporary. You know, a disagreement, I mean, baby, a disagreement can be forever, but anyway. But a disagreement, an argument, you know, those passionate and intense feelings or whatever should be temporary. You know, either somebody making a mistake is temporary, but the only thing that's real and permanent should be the love. So it's like get out of this energy of only seeing the bad, because honestly, when you have to think of the negative things, when you have to think about these things, about whatever made you upset or whatever, about the things, you know, the reason why you don't trust someone, it's like you kind of got to go back in your memory. But that loving energy is always there. You don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Did I get too deep for you? You know, hey, you ain't got to think about that. It's a constant. You always love that person. It's a constant thing. You don't have to dig too hard and too deep to think about the love. You know what I'm saying? Look, I gotta go. I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all hit me up for a personal one-on-one phone call or a personal one-on-one video chat with me. All the information is going to be in the description box. Like I said, over the next week or so, I'm going to be completely open and available for y'all from 9 a.m. all the way to midnight every single day. So make sure that y'all hit me up, okay? I love y'all so much. Bye.